Today we're going to do some skateboard design. This is graphic design where we're going to think about how we can make a skateboard look cool. So what makes for great skateboard design? I want you to talk with your neighbor for 2 minutes about what makes a good design, and then come back as a group and discuss what you came up with. Raise your hand to share your ideas. You're going to pause the video here and restart it after 2 minutes of sharing with your neighbor, maybe a little bit longer if you're sharing as a group. So what makes for great elements of design on a skateboard? You are going to have a focal graphic, something big and bold to look at. Some bright colors that are going to grab attention, black outlines that are going to make these graphics and words stand out. And then what else did you notice? You just talked about it as a group, so have those ideas in mind as you think about your own design. Here's some samples. I grabbed a whole bunch of different ideas and concepts for you to look at to sort of get your wheels turning in your head. So we have this skull with these swirly lines. It sort of reminds us of our tree project that we're working on. We have this like mermaid hair almost. We have floral designs. Here we have a cityscape that's similar but different on each one. Some comic book characters, some abstract colors and lines. Here we have some comic book style art. It's very flat. Now it's black and white and blue over here, which gives it the idea that it's maybe 3D. Like if you had 3D glasses, you could look at it. Here we have some other geometric lines and shapes and patterns. Here we have some old school technology with cassette tapes and the old reel-to-reel. We have some mandala designs where we have those repeating shapes and symmetry within the shape. Even though it's slightly off-center on the board, the actual designs have symmetry within them. It's called radial symmetry, which means that it runs in a circle. We have some comic book style art to the right. Here we have some graffiti style writing. This is more graphic design inspired. Graphic design uses cyan, magenta, yellow, and black for printing. And so we have this sort of crisp type where we're using the computer fonts, and we're combining that with these colors. And then over here, we have this black label, and you can see this flame logo is featured on all 4 designs. Here, these are 2 different sets of boards for the same skateboarders and the same company. So here we have the skateboarders' names, and we have different color for each one. So they're all similar but different. So if you want to work with a group, you could do something kind of like this. That might be a great way to go about your project, where like 3 or 4 of you who are sitting at a table together can work together on these designs and make something similar but different. So you see we have a lion. We have a rhino, a wolf, and a gorilla. Here we have like an eagle, a wolf, a bobcat, and the tree. And then these are some student designs. So you can take a look at some of these, see how they used type in terms of putting their words on. We have like that street style graffiti, some that look sort of 3-dimensional with these drop shadows behind them. We have some of that comic book style art over here. Some repeating patterns like this puzzle, the pineapple, the ice cream, and the watermelon. And then some designs are a little bit more abstract. Like here we have these clouds, but we have a balloon floating off into the air. So I hope this gives you some ideas, and I really can't wait to come back and see what you have come up with. You can use crayons, markers, or colored pencils, and I want you to do your best job on these. These need to look crisp and clean and be done really well. So please don't rush through them. Take your time, think about your ideas, and come up with some really great designs.